So let's get started on our basic foam rolling session. We're going to start with our basic foam roller. Get this out of the way. Basic foam roller. Again, I'm using the trigger point grid. I like to start in intensity at all times, so I go to the diamonds. We're going to start at the base of your calf. This is called the soleus. It's the base of your calf. Connects your Achilles heel to the gastrocnemius. We're going to drop that right on there. You can just do one leg if it's really intense. You can also sit up. I like to lean back, put those hands down to relax. I do this while I'm watching TV, or today watching the rain. And we want to span left and right. If this is not enough, cross your leg, put it on top. If you want more, you pick those hips up, right? And now you want to get as much weight as you can of that muscle for the most relief. We're going to do two motions for every part of the body. Spanning, which is that left and right motion. That way we get the inside of the muscle, the center of the muscle, the outside of the muscle, and rolling, the up and down, forward and back motion. And again, I want to span while I'm rolling, so I get the center of the muscle, the outside of the muscle, the inside of the muscle. All right, pretty easy, right? Now we're going to move into the meat of the calf, the gastrocnemius, okay, the actual ball right there. So we're going to drop right in the center to start off. We're going to pick up, level 1, level 2, level 3, something like that. Spanning left and right. Make sure you're breathing, sending oxygen through your muscles, blood through your muscles, healing, spanning from the inside. This should get pretty intense. Now we're going to start rolling up the entirety of that calf. This is where you probably have to start breathing deeper because it hurts. This is where people start to realize this is real, especially right there in the center. You want to find your most tense spot and sit on it. Breathe through it. You could spend 10 minutes in every muscle group. We're just going to spend about 2 minutes per muscle group, okay? So we can get through the video and get you your basics. Once you learn your basics, you're going to intuitively know what to do, right? And I will do more specific videos getting into each muscle group, breaking down how to use these, exactly where to trigger point in to find the most relief. So we're hitting that calf. We've hit all three zones, inside, the center, the outside. Now we're going to switch. Other legs, you have to see it again. Left leg on. Soleus, base of the calf. Pick it up. Span left and right. Breathing. Relax. Start to roll up and down through those three zones. The outside, center, the inside. Now let's move to the gastro proper. So the center of the calf, bigger intensity already, rolling. It doesn't matter if you roll first or span second or whatever you do. Just make sure you do both those motions. And I like to just roll until I feel the relief that I'm looking for. And if I'm doing a big long session and knowing that I'm building up to multiple tools, then maybe I'll go quicker because I know I'm going to hit it again. One side's often a lot tighter than the other. For me right now, my left calf is killing me. I'm not really sure why. Oh, it's intense. Okay, cool. We're going to do our Biceps Femoris. That's your under thigh. Okay, that big meaty spot that connects from your knee to your glutes, to your butt and hip. So I'm going to start in the left leg so you might be able to see better. We're going to put that left leg down, heel up, knees bent, heels down. Okay, I'm relaxed. My right hand's going to go back. My left hand's going to go on my right knee, so I'm crossing over. This is going to give me some support. Planting here, planting here. You can just kind of move forward and back a little bit. You can pick yourself up more. And you want this leg to be as relaxed as possible, okay? So just getting that feeling, getting that rolling going from the glute, the entire length of that bicep femoris, your under thigh. And then now I'm going to switch my hands over to the other side. Right hand, left knee, left hand down to support. Right foot goes down to bridge up, and now I'm rolling my glute, okay? So I went from that bicep femoris right here on one side. Do your best to try to kind of get that whole range of the muscle. This one can be a little tricky to learn and figure out. If you have a workout bench, you can place that on top and you sit on it all the way and get your weight really into it. That's a killer relief, especially if you overstretched your hamstrings or did a lot of running or jumping or kicking. Okay, but one of my favorite parts is this one. We come back up, we're on our glute, You want to get right on your butt, right? So get to where you can sit on it. And I'm sitting kind of 45 degrees, okay? Hands down to support, hands down to support. This leg is bent and relaxed. It's just chilling. And you're rolling from the base of your glute, your butt, up your whole butt to your low back, okay? And you're trying to find what's called the piriformis. Okay, it's this muscle that, for layman's terms, it connects here or here. It's this muscle that connects your hamstring through your glute into your low back. And it's the primary cause of most people's lower back pain and sciatica. Often we think it's the sciatic nerve that's pinching, but it's really just the muscles that are so tense that it squeezes that entire chain of your muscles from hamstrings through butt, through low back, and makes everything tighten together to where sometimes you feel like you can't even stand up. So this is level 1 on that. Level 2 on the glute, we're gonna plant that right foot down, cross the left leg over, just like you're doing a piriformis stretch, right? It's gonna open that muscle up. It's gonna open the piriformis up, then get a little deeper into it, right? Treat this like a massage. It's a self-massage. Open it nice and light, then open it a little deeper, then open it a little deeper. We're gonna stay on that left side one more time. We're gonna extend our left leg. We're in the right in our hip bone, just above the glute, in that hip bone, and we're gonna roll forward and back and up and down, right? It should feel really good. I like to pick this leg up and really get my weight into it and just see what your hips need. This is great if you're doing a lot of kicking, jump spin kicks, all that fun stuff. We can roll forward, and now I'm in the hip crease right in the front. That's your blanking right now. It's the muscle that picks your leg up all day. Sartorius. So I bring the other leg off, the knee to the side. I'm down in the forearm plank so I can relax. And you're rolling just a little bit right in that hip. Oh, that kills. And rolling back. Be adjusting so you're on the foam roller. Those nice big long ones are cool for the hips because you can just roll the entire way over without having to adjust. So just experiment, see what feels good there. Let's do our right leg. So we're here, right leg is on our right bicep femoris, the under thigh. Left hand's down support, right hand's in the left knee, bridge up, and start to roll out that hamstring. You're gonna notice you're gonna be traveling all over your mat, so you might have to adjust every once in a while. Kind of rolling towards the base. We're just getting into that muscle on the inside. Now I'm going to adjust. I'm going to go to my glute. So sit on it, right hand down, left hand on right knee. You just relax. You're here chilling, rolling that glute out, trying to feel that pop right there. Pop. Make that booty pop. All right, so that feels good. Now we're going to take our right leg, we're going to cross it over the left knee. That's going to open that piriformis up. And we're going to roll that glute out a little deeper. Surprisingly, my piriformis isn't that tight today. It's been all the good yoga we've been doing lately. All right, so I'm going to extend that right leg. Now you're seeing a back view. I'm coming right into my hip. I'm going to center on it. My hip bone's there. And I can just kind of roll on the hip. Now I'm going to move into the sartorius, that's the hip flexor in the right leg. My left knee's bent off to the side. Guys, don't be all the way over here. It's not going to feel good, right? Have it on the edge of your foam roller. And you can just start light, hitting that spot. Feel like you're doing a scorpion here. Just roll, make sure you have enough room on your scorpion. Scorpion. Sweet. All right, check it out. Now we're gonna get real. We're gonna get to where it really sucks. Okay, that is your IT band. In reality, your IT band wraps around your leg, but we're gonna visualize that it goes straight from our left knee, up our knee to our hip, right in the center. Okay, you're gonna know you hit it when you hit it. So starting real simple. I'm gonna start just above my knee. You never wanna be on a joint, right? So don't sit on a joint, don't roll on your elbow or something like that. You're always in the muscle groups, okay? So I'm right in there. I'm gonna forearm plank, nice and straight. You can pause here and do some ab work, right? So I'm here, I'm just gonna start rolling up and down a little bit. In each little section, I'm gonna do some spanning. Roll a little higher. Do some spanning, just a little bit. We're gonna hit the quadricep all on its own and isolate it in a moment. And right about there for me, that's right in the center. Oh man, that kills, it's so good. It's gonna feel like you're crushing your bones, but you're not. All that tension that's just muscular tension that needs to release. That's all the stuff you're walking around and carrying all day. It's influencing your health, your mind, your relaxation, your relationships, your spirit, all of it. Your physical abilities and flexibility, fast twitch muscles. Oh, so find that spot and sit on it. If it gets too much, you can just kind of roll up the entire length. Remember, it's all a chain, right? So you want to hit the whole thing. You want to hit every range of it. And I just go to find the hardest spot. Whatever hurts the most, that's the best. So there might be a little bit of a masochistic element to this. So I'm in there on that. You find the spot. You get the idea, right? Okay. Now, I'm gonna move the other side. I'm gonna give you a rear view. It's the same thing. I'm right there. Stack. Up. Forward, back. And again, my right side isn't as tense as my left side. Not sure what I did different. Good. Take your time with those. You might spend 10-15 minutes on a muscle group, right? Now we're gonna hit our quadricep. This one sucks too, but maybe not as bad as that. I'm gonna do my right leg first so you can see it better. Actually, I'll do left, I'll face this way. So, again, we're just above the knee. We're never on the knee, we're never on a joint. I'm gonna forearm plank. Don't want yourself to drop down, try to be in a good plank. And remember, it's called quadricep. It means there's 4 muscles, right? So you wanna hit all 4 of those muscles as you start to roll up the leg. You get the inside into here. You can rotate, get directly onto the groin muscle. Probably do it as a different muscle, but it's okay. That one's really good if you've been working on your side splits, your kicks, dancing Shiva, all that stuff. Now the quadricep proper are those 4 muscles in the front. And when you hit it, you're not gonna like it. It sucks. But it just takes a lot to really release those muscles. If you get massages regularly, you know what I'm talking about. You know, the quadricep for me is always one of the worst and most intense spots and hardest to release, especially in your own. This will do things that stretching your quads will never hit and relieve tension in ways you can never imagine. All right, that's good enough for now. You get the idea. Okay, I'm gonna do the other side. So I'm on the knee, or above the knee, on the quadricep, left knee's out. I'm gonna forearm plank, and we're rolling up and down. Again, the more weight you put on the muscle, the more you're gonna press out of it, right? So listen to your body, do it, works best for you. One more way that you can make this a lot harder, if you're like, hey man, this isn't so bad, bend the leg that you're rolling out. It's gonna open up those muscles as well. It's gonna elongate them. Well, it's gonna stretch it out. So try that out. All right, you're welcome. Okay, next we're gonna hit our back. I'm gonna show you this from 2 different directions. First is if you're lying down on it. We're gonna roll from the very base of our back and our sacrum all the way up to the base of your skull. Okay, it's perfectly safe. Take your time, listen to your body. If you have any spinal injuries such as slipped discs, compressed discs, missing cartilage, fused vertebrae, this might not be the right thing for you. You might want to consult a doctor about that. I can't advise you on that, okay? But if you have a healthy spine, I would highly recommend this. I like to start right underneath my hips. Kind of like when you put a yoga block underneath your hips for reclined butterfly, or just to chill here. This is a great way to catch your breath. Let your weight sink down to the mat. You might already get a pop, opening up your base of your back. Let your belly sink down, let everything relax. We're going to stay here for a moment and breathe. I need it. Let the belly rise as you breathe. Don't be afraid of your belly. It's good. Let it fill with oxygen. But we're using your lower dantian, not just your upper dantian. Shallow breathing. We want to breathe deep. You can start to gently relax those knees left and right. And just listen to your body, see what feels best here for you. Maybe go up an inch to your next vertebrae. And just start doing this thing up your whole back, see what feels good. Right when I get to like my L1, L2, I like to drop those legs down. Drop all my weight, pick up one foot, that pop my back right there, pick up the other foot, let gravity do its job, let your body do it for you, right? Work that out, start to get a little higher, and as we get to our low back, our lumbar, nice and slow, creating openings in the vertebrae. Let's pop 3 and 4. 5. The more you can relax, the more you'll open up. All right, here's the top of the lumbar, base of thoracic. Hitting into the heart now. Top of thoracic, right in the center of it really. We're going to hit those spots more specific in a moment. I'm just kind of opening up. I'm going to readjust because I'm falling out of camera and off the mat. So now I've got it at the base of my, top of my neck, right? The base of the spine, base of the skull. Feels like a pillow, right? You sit here, watch TV, you're totally chilling out. We're just going to go left and right a little bit. I'm pushing my weight back into it. Now I'm going to bridge up. I'm going to push my weight back and down. So work through top of the spine and between the heart and the deltoids. Now we're going to explore a little bit. Okay, so go right to where it's underneath your heart. Bring those hands together. That's going to open up and expose those muscles around your heart. And we're just going to kind of Charlie's Angels left and right. You're going to feel what I'm talking about. You're going to get those muscles there. You're going to want to get deeper into them. So you might adjust, really get into the muscles on the right side of your heart by pointing towards the right about 15, 20 degrees. You find a really good spot to sit on it. Breathe. Be as relaxed as possible. Don't be muscling it, right? Chill. Long and loose. I'm going to readjust to the other side. Long and loose. Let it relax in. Get all kinds of new pops and openings. Now we can do that up the entire length of the back. So open up from the base of each lat all the way up to the traps, right? Let's do my left side. So I'm starting near the top, that way we don't roll out of screen. You go to the glute. This is the base of my low back now. Okay? I'm turning 45 degrees. Middle of the low back. There, right there. There's your lats proper. Underneath the left shoulder blade, about 45 degrees. You can roll over that rear deltoid. And then we can come down to where we're all the way in the mat. Back in frame. All the way in the mat. On my neck, and turn about 45 degrees. You're going to go to the left side of your neck by bridging up. Left hand's down, right hand's up for balance. I don't like to be down here, I like to be balanced. Helps push more weight down into you as well, so it makes it harder. And there's that trap. That's the muscle that goes from your neck to your shoulder. There's the rear deltoid. Adjust those feet as necessary. There's the rear deltoid, the base of it, and the lat. And we can roll all the way back to where we started. There's the hip. You might want to stop here and hit that hip. You might want to come up all the way to the glute. Oh yeah, that's awesome. If we had more room, I could roll all the way to through the hamstring. You would stop though. You wouldn't roll over your knee, right? Don't roll over knee joints, elbow joints, okay? No bueno. So again, we're going all the way down, all the way up, right? And perspective. Let me show you the other way. Do it this way. Starting up here. On that glute, rolling it out. No big deal. I'm gonna start rolling down. Opposite hands up. Same side, hands down. I'm turning 45 degrees this side I'm working. There's the lat, the base of the lat. There's the lat. There's the deltoid. Neck. Find those tense spots. Lay into them. Like a new man. Okay, shoulders. Last major spot here with this tool. So shoulders, we're going to hit directly the side of your shoulder, a little bit in the back, a little bit here in the front, in the rotator cuff. Again, listen to your body, right? Don't wuss out though. Okay, so we're going to start in the right arm. I'm going to go right deltoid directly flat on it. I'm totally 90 degrees sideways, just like I'm in a side plank, okay? I'm going to put my left foot down in front of me to support myself, supported side plank. My hand goes directly under my hip, so I'm a straight line, right? Two-dimensional man, except for this foot. From here, we can just go up and down the side. You can also put your hand down for support, but the whole point is to be straight, right? So, oh, it's so brutal. Now we're gonna roll forward. There's the rotator cuff. I roll back like a scorpion again, like we were doing on our hips. Just a little bit. You can hold on to this for support. There's the back of the deltoid, right? The rear deltoid. Rolling forward. Rolling back. I'm rolling all the way up the side of the arm. Forward. There's that rotator cuff. Back. This is a great one for your arms. You're doing chest day, lots of push-ups or yoga, chaturangas, triceps. This is the back of the arm, your triceps. You don't need to watch me cry, right? Do the other side. Drop onto the left forearm, blade of the left foot, side plank, hand under hip. Plant that right foot. Get in your position first, right? There it is. Explore, see where it feels good. Start to roll up and down the side. Up down the center line. Forward into, the rotator cuff. Some of these it feels good just to really sit for 30 seconds and let it release. I'll let you do that on your own though. Good stuff. Whew. So that essentially is how I warm up before I do any exercise whatsoever, except maybe Tai Chi. Full body warm up there. Everything's loose, everything's fresh. Right, now you're ready to get a stretch on, get a little light boxing on, some bodyweight workouts, dynamic warm-ups, etc. The things I would do with this is, I'll do a whole separate video on a ball, but you just do the same thing. Essentially everything we've done before gets a lot more intense and takes a little more balance. You might not need to pick up, right? So right there, this one's really good for hamstrings, Those are hard to get. It's brutal in a great way on the glutes. You'll really like that. It's also really awesome right there at the base of your spine. When my back is really jacked up, this will help it open out. So listen to your body, see what works for you, see what you need. Oh, a few more pops. Just when you thought you'd done it all. All right. And of course, you get the idea. Each one of these will get more intense. These aren't really like full body rolls. These are more like find that specific spot and squeeze into it. You can do it against a wall too. One more thing I really recommend is the TheraBand Flex Bar. This is marketed and created to build strength in your tendons, specifically in the tennis elbow injury and the Tommy John injury. And that's why I originally got this. It's from boxing, blowing out my tendons. First it was tennis elbow, then I started getting some Tommy John. For that, you use it for various exercises. You're revving the motorcycle. I'll show you about this later in another video. But it also works great as a roller. You can use this too, but it's a little too big. You can roll out those little muscles in your forearm, right in the base of it. I do this all day long, especially because I type for a living, usually at a computer. There's the base of the forearm, there's that Tommy John tendon and muscles. There's the origination there. Rolling it over, there's your tennis elbow muscle. Also, since we're always texting all day, or if you have carpal tunnel, if you're at a computer all day, you're naturally jacking all this stuff up and getting it overly tense. This is a great way to loosen it up without the danger of overstretching doing these things where you hyperextend on accident. So look into these. They're in different levels and strengths. I recommend the green for most people as a beginner. The blue is a really big jump up. But just check it out on Amazon. They're pretty cheap, 10 to 20 bucks depending on the difficulty level. All right. So that is your intro to foam rolling, trigger point self-myofascial release. We'll do future videos about working with harder tools, getting specific into muscles. And if you have questions, hit me up, okay? DM me, message me, Facebook, Paul Rana, Prana Masters Academy, Instagram, Ninja Prana, okay? Hit me up, get together. You can send me some videos of you doing things, if you have questions, and I'll be happy to hit you back, all right? And again, donations are always appreciated. We all are going through some interesting stuff right now, and seeing if what I can do online. Hope this helps, and hope you guys stay safe and enjoy this rainy day. Namaste.